1. Salute, salute, salute. Go live. All right. Let me see. What up? What up? What up? West. All right. Let me hit this real quick. All right. So we live. Boom. Hit that like button on your way in. Salute, salute. We definitely finna get in the chat. Y'all, you with us? Let them know where they at.
Dudes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we live right now?
Yes, we live, brother.
Oh, man, listen. Y'all in one of the hottest lives on YouTube and one of the dopest rooms on Clubhouse. Y'all sitting with Deuce Sims, y'all L, that girl Henny, Diamond. This is Damu Kiwe. Conversations.
We got the content.
Shit.
If y'all didn't know, $5 million copyright infringement claim against World Star Hip Hop and CS2 Back and YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Media Lab owns World Star, but we gonna get into the content. And this is where it all started. Y'all see that work right there? Ooh, that's a man. Only a face only a mother could love. You know what I'm saying?
I got to work.
Yeah, I bet you do. You sure ain't showed your work. I'm just saying.
Nah, nigga ain't gonna show that. That's a exclusive. You gotta be a 137 handler to get that.
Right. But look, we definitely gonna get into this. Hit the like button. Y'all got the exclusive with Damu Kiwe Conversations. Damu Kiwe Conversations. Hey, listen,
nah, he doing like this. Damu Kiwe Conversations. Oh, bitch ass. Let me stop.
Hey, listen. I'm not even mad, man. When a nigga love paying us, man, how could you be mad at that? You know what I'm saying?
No,
First, it
right,
was
sir.
Easy Cash App Jones. But I don't think that he can cash app no 5 tickets. You know what I'm saying? Hit that MF like button. RDL, Money Grip, Megan Davis, Aries Rules, salute. Evelyn Holly, shout out to the Henny gang. You know what I'm saying? Henny is on Clubhouse right now, probably busy, but she's supporting in however she can. We love you, Henny. And it was Yael getting into it with the sniper. So it wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? I'm pulling the CS2 back right now.
Wait. What did I get into and when did I get into with the snipers, bro? Don't do that.
Henny getting that guap lay, man, just like us. They not like us. So we gonna get a bag. If we don't do nothing else, we gotta get a bag. Y'all see this thing? World Star Hip Hop removes documentary on Wack100 allegedly being an informant after Wack filed for defamation. Pretty misleading, you know what I'm saying? Pretty misleading. But because we don't know if he actually filed anything. I never received the takedown notice, and we gonna show y'all evidence thereof today. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, my hair might gonna look crazy because I took my hat off. But hold on. Send that to Mess, y'all. So they never sent us nothing. Let's get into that now before we even, you know what I'm saying? Before we even go further, man. Hey, Big Mess, don't be trying to bully us for no StreamYard link, big homie. You get to throwing your weight around, we gonna be pulling up in Vegas, gang thick to pack your old ass out, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I just sent the link to the Damu Keyway Conversations chat. Tap in,
yeah.
big mess.
Oh,
Mo
yeah,
Hill,
man.
what's the deal? Salute.
Oh, yeah. Papa Dirt, what up? ATL in the building. Josh Jones, salute. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into these receipts, though, man. I could go on YouTube, I think, and get some of those receipts. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me pull up the G homie. He better not be at no damn gym trying to show off for the girls either. What's up? Triple OG, double OG.
What it do, young soldier?
Oh, man.
What up, young soldier? What up, big man? Hey, what up,
Hey,
y'all?
I'm out of here. I ain't got time for this bullshit.
Oh, shit. Hey,
I just wanted to tap in and listen. I heard Henny's
man.
little interview earlier. I just wanted to listen to see what was going on. Check on y'all.
Oh, man, appreciate you coming through. I'm going to show them right now. Let me show them a little something. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Big Mess. G-Max says salute. VA, peace from Harlem, New York. Shout out to NYC. All 5 boroughs. You know what I'm saying? Salute. Let me take this down. Stop sharing that. And then we're going to get into this. And then we're going to get in the comments. We got 90 people in the chat. We should be pinging our friends for this exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. This nigga going to have nightmares about this. CS2 back. Watch this. Oh, don't miss Deuce M talk $5 million demand to Wack100, worldstarhiphop.com/media lab, YouTube LLC, Michael Hayward Media Lab. Oh, you see the other one right there? Oh, yeah, this is nasty work. That's you see, Legal Mail Confidential. You know what I'm saying? Thomas K. Richards, attorney for Cash Jones. Beverly Hills, California. Oh, yeah. We definitely, I don't know where the other one at. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let's go back the other way. So you got Thomas Richards, attorney for Cash Jones. You got Michael Hayward, you know what I'm saying? And he's for Media Lab. That's World Star Hip Hop. That's the parent company for World Star Hip Hop. And we're definitely gonna get into these receipts and shit, man. Before we go, hit that like button, share, tell a friend. Y'all in here with Yael, Messi Moore, and Deuce Sims done. Let's see what we getting into first, man. Stop screen sharing, and then we gonna go straight to the work. Shout out No Jumper.
Hey, we got a super chat before we get into that. We got a super chat. We got Bad Mother Trucker. Salute from Detroit with the $5 super chat. Salute to you, bro. Salute to you, sis.
Much love to Detroit and the fam out there, man. Y'all know what it is.
Hey, anything and everything donated to the Damu Keyway Conversation is highly appreciated. Man, I'm just off that Sada Baby too. That what's that, Player Nation? Yeah, I've been off that all day. Salute to Detroit in the building.
We gonna get into this content.
T-Money, I wanted to ask you for some advice.
Remember this?
The other day, I was just going through YouTube, and I went to my favorite hip-hop platform, World Star Hip Hop, and I got some bad news. I found out that my big homie was talking to the cops.
Who's that? Who, me?
What do you think I should do, T-Money?
Who's talking to the cops?
There was an AI voice. A compelling thumbnail.
Shout out to, listen.
It's on a big platform.
Shout out to that post.
I took it at face value.
Yo, shout out to that post.
And I don't know what to do.
All right, so I think
with the
the best advice, right? Again, right? So where we come from, if you say something, you have to have a
The
point to
work.
prove it. You have to have the work.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And if you don't have it, you better figure out how to go get it and find it. Again, that goes back to how we were saying when I say he's.
Are you saying that we didn't present the work, or are you just blind to what we talking about? Because I got the work.
Say some things at the wrong time or whatever the case may be.
Boy, that's 5 million.
What's that?
What?
Notice of defamation and demand. We would like to schedule a call for Thursday.
I want to hear him say that again, because he was correct.
Some things at the wrong time or whatever the case may be.
Boy, that's 5 million.
What's that?
Yeah, but it's 5 million for me, not 5 million for you. Let's go.
What?
Notice of defamation and demand. We would like to schedule a call for Thursday. Our deputy general counsel is out the remainder of the week.
Defamation of character.
We'd
I done
like
hit
to
him
be
for 5
sure.
million. Good looking out, bozos. You paid your op.
Who are you suing? World Star?
Oh, no. World Star.
Okay, so no, listen.
World Star's owned by another media company.
Right. And you're going for them.
You see, in my world, I will never sue or
The
never
baby
involve
company.
court with nobody from the streets.
Okay.
But if you are the Ritz or you are a corporation or a company,
Okay.
I will fire your ass up. I have a law
hold
firm
on.
called Sing and Sing. That's
Well, hold
not
on.
no
Didn't I call
problem.
you? You didn't want me to get no money or something? Because I called you about
Get no money
my
from what?
defamation of character
Oh.
from the Rolling Stone magazine.
I never told you how to go and get it from Rolling Stone. I don't
No, I were the attorneys.
They're right there. You can go
Yeah.
get them. We can still go get
I
them.
think it's too late.
No, it ain't.
No?
Fuck no. Oh, yeah, you right. You can go get them. Because let me tell you where they fucked up at. They stupid motherfuckers said.
Don't say it, because
they
don't
got
let them
me.
go
No,
fix. Well, I
listen.
guess you got to
Let me tell you what these bozos
Yeah.
did, Adam.
Tell me.
They went on this clip on World Star and said, I was a federal informant and that I
No, a confidential source, 137. It's a difference, to be technical.
caught on wiretap.
He was caught on wiretap. He admitted, Greg Caden admitted all of that.
Trying to get somebody killed. Now,
Trying to get somebody killed. Well, that's what Stutterbox said. His Rolls Royce got shot up.
these two things, right, are things that can be investigated. The wiretaps can be pulled, and the investigative
We already got the wiretaps.
officers can be summoned to say, was this man a motherfucking federal informant?
Was that in the magazine?
Huh?
Was that
No, World Star.
Oh, okay.
Right? So
Oh,
when,
I see what you
when I
mean.
seen it go on World Star, the team seen it, I said, no, let it get to 1 million, right? And let it cross over. Because the more views it has, that means the more damage is done.
1 million people have seen that video.
On World Star. Great, right? So what people don't realize, whether you like it or not, I'm a fucking public figure. Whether you want to agree with me or not, Wack100 is a trademark name and is a public figure by right of podcast, by right of record label, by right of notable manager.
Real quick, I want to stop this real quick because he said that Wack100 is a trademark name. We finna see right now if Wack100 is a trademark name. Hold on. Give me a couple seconds and I'm going to blow it up for y'all. And we going to find out if he capping about that too. You know what I'm saying? Patent trademarks. Search for a patent. Search for a trademark. Boom. Go to uspto.gov and you'll be able to do exactly what I did. And then you'll type in Wack100. See if it got a what you call it. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me get
Somebody
on
said the rotisserie chicken never shut up.
Yeah, he don't.
Rotisserie chicken.
This nigga dumb. Hold on. Hey, hit that like button on your way in. We got that exclusive content. We definitely gonna be on it. Here go Wack100 right here. You see general search Wack100. Weka, Waka, Wake Awake, Wacky Woka. Do y'all see Wack100 trademarked on here and registered? See, these is registered in live things. These applications are dead, but there is no Wack100 that popped up. You know what I'm saying? We on Wacko, cancel, right? Waka. Do y'all see Wack100 trademarked on this thing? I didn't think so. So what we gonna do about him is we gonna go ahead and end that U.S. Patent and Trademark Office search and get back to the content. You know what I'm saying? Don't take that down. I'm just telling you, he just be capping so much, like y'all stupid. Like that, it was that easy. You know what I'm saying? If he really owned the trademark to his name, it would have been up on the USPTO site, and it wasn't. So we gonna get to
You think the feds own his name? Because he is a federal 137 confidential source.
No, that's who owns his name for real. I don't even think. I don't think they own that name. I think they own CS2 back. You know what I'm saying? So he lying about that too.
I'm a public figure, right? So when I hit my legal beagles, they was like, oh shit, we know they didn't do this. I said, yo, let it rock out. Because it's chess, not checkers, right?
It's chess, not checkers. That's my motto. You was playing checkers and I was playing chess, nigga.
That's my motto.
Hey, what up?
Oh, shit.
You get these gang members that's emotional. And they
You get these gang members that's emotional.
say, let's do this to Wack, right? You always have to think about what you're going to do to me. So now what's going to happen is I'm going to let it play out. We're going to go high, settle in the middle. And then when I settle, then I'll post that.
This was his plan. Mike Tyson said everybody got a plan till they get punched in their motherfucking mouth. Hey, yo, let's turn up, though.
World Star and say, you stupid motherfucker, you just made your op a couple million. Who won? I'll lose 10 battles to win the war. I always tell people this. I could have got that.
Nigga, you ain't won the battle yet. We been hitting you and hitting you and hitting you and hitting you, nigga. Winning. Nigga, that nigga said he'll lose 10 battles to win the war. Hold on. Well, nigga, you finna lose 5.
You get these gang members that's emotional. And they say, let's do this to Wack, right? You always have to think about what you're going to do to me. So now what's going to happen is I'm going to let it play out. We're going to go high, settle in the middle. And then when I settle, then I'll post that on World Star and say, you stupid motherfucker, you just made your op a couple million.
You stupid motherfucker, you just made your op a couple million. Let's go, man.
Who won? I'll lose 10 battles to win the war. I always tell people this. I could have got that shit snatched down day one. No, I'm going to lose these battles. Let's let people get it, talk about it. Other blogs grab it, share it, because my team, as you know, you have a team, is tracking everywhere it goes. On World Star, it just did 1 million, right? But when you combine everywhere it went, what all the comments said that's directed at me, right? All of that, when it hits the civil court, right, is the damage that was done.
Yeah. It's notoriously hard to sue the media in America.
You see that.
No, it ain't. No, listen. Not when it got that badge on it, baby. It got that badge of World Star on it.
Who do you think put the bag up to have that posted, and who do you think made it?
Oh, that was Big Q that did it.
How do you know?
Stupid motherfucker. Let me tell you.
How do you know?
I know because he got a contract with World Star. His first podcast ever.
Right.
They needed location. Who you think gave him the location?
He said Big U put up a bag to put that up. He dumb. All he got to do is read the description. And I'll show y'all that later. But yeah, he's dumb as a sack of bricks. He's infatuated with Big U.
Location. They were in a big ass motorhome. Where you think it was at?
This was
in the
you?
back of my studio.
Okay.
He did OT Genesis game, all that shit. That's when I knew he was doing his thing.
I did season 2. Never came out.
Right? No, because they don't do no fucking numbers or whatever. So this is what's going to happen. World Star as trusted, right? He called and get it put up because he emotional because we've been exposing his ratting, right? Now we got paperwork to his writing, so it was different, right? So when he went and got that put up, World Star just trusted the dude. They put it up. Now this is what's gonna happen, right? I seen it immediately. They say, oh no, let that shit up, leave that shit up, let that shit go. Let it get up there. When it hit 1 million, and then we got another 1 million plus collectively outside of it, that's when we go. Now that ain't no whack. That's legal shit. You know how that works. That's them Jewish people, right? They working. When they hit it, when the shit starts to get deep, when we go in for what we want and why we want it, they're gonna double back to this bozo and say, "Hey, bro, give us something to show that what you had us put up is real." He ain't gonna be able to provide that. When he's not able to provide that, then that company is gonna be forced to settle.
Like, I'll give you an example, and I do think what you're saying kind of makes sense. But when they're trying to prove that Trump intentionally stole the election, that is going to be a very, very hard case to make in court.
Totally different from this.
But because it's easy to imagine that Trump really did believe that the election was stolen from him, regardless of if it ends up being true or not. In this situation,
they made specific accusations. They pinpointed. They said, I got caught on wiretap trying to plot the assassination of another man. Right? That. So now you're saying I got murder for hire. Hey, brother, I'm a legal man. I got businesses. You can't put that shit on my name. Then you said I'm a federal informant. Listen, that's fucking with my character, people I do business with. Right? So shout out to Reggie Wright. This is my secret weapon. Reggie Wright, ex-police. Everybody, all law enforcement that was on that case are Reggie's friends. So I called Reggie. I said, yo, Greg Caden's a relative dude. You got reach? Yeah. I said, okay, I need to talk to my legal beagles. Legal beagles get on the phone. They said, listen, tell us about this. He said, it's absolutely false. Wack100 was a target, not informant. A guy named Stutterbox informed on him that he was doing something to come to.
Wait, so CS2 back, does that mean that if you are a target and you get caught with something, a gun, some dope, or conspiracy to murder or a conspiracy to extortion, if you get caught for something, you can't then get flipped and start snitching on somebody else? Stop insulting people's intelligence, my nigga.
Find out he wasn't doing, right? We have all the documents and tape recordings, and this is why I'm glad. Because of this, now I can force the tape recordings of Stutterbox's voice telling on everybody to come.
Hey, I'm glad he said that, you big dummy. So you said you got the recording when you went to the 64th floor to talk to the police when they asked you, do you know Stutterbox? Why would you go on Sunday? Let me tell you the exact date. We could get this shit clear real quick. On Friday, they raid CS2 back house. On Sunday, he was singing the gospel like he had the Holy Spirit. Hey, Yael, he was singing at FBI headquarters on Wilson.
I'm telling on you felons.
So this nigga say he got the video audio. And he got the paperwork. Well, I'm glad you said you got that. So now you can bring it to court, player. You see what happened with your big ass mouth? Nigga, we gonna know what you did last summer, nigga.
Come out. This shit is helping me, right? He said, furthermore, right? If he would have been caught on wiretap, plotting or conspiring to kill somebody, we would have booked his ass. But we have all the wiretaps, right, that we was listening to. So once my attorneys heard that, they like, great, right? So they signed him up. So he's already over there with him. World Star's going to go in and ask this bozo, what do you have to support this clip that we put up out of respect to you? Nothing's there.
This graffiti was sprayed on a synagogue in Seattle, and it represents a classic propaganda.
So he's talking about that they're going to say, what do you got to support this clip? What we already released the CS2 back paperwork. We already got Mark Stevens and Stutterbox, the victim on the case who was allegedly kidnapped after trying to extort Shaquille O'Neal, right? Wack100 was the person Stutterbox sent to Shaquille O'Neal and Mark Stevens to tell them that they got Shaq fucking abroad on video, and TMZ will pay a lot of money for it. I got the tape, y'all. I got the tape.
I got the work. Hey, no, hey, shut up. I got this. Hey, listen, I got all the evidence. The feds got to play the gay tapes. Who you think got all the gay tapes? I got them all.
Yeah, I'm quite sure you do, but I'm glad you do. So when we get to court, you can bring them to court, because if not, we're gonna subpoena them anyway for all discoverable.
Indeed, I will.
Yeah, all discoverable material, whether inculpatory or exculpatory, with the allegations involved with this action. So that's another reason why we made sure we got this shit going within 21 days. If they ain't came to some kind of agreement with us, I got this black pit bull female sister, right? Oh, she a black sister. Oh yeah, she's been thirsty to earn her bones. You know what I'm saying? She dying to take down Media Lab and World Star Hip Hop. She's dying to take down YouTube, and she can't even fathom how good it feels to get the evidence to prove that this nigga was CS2 back, and the journalistic research that we did by interviewing Stutterbox, interviewing Mark Stevens, and exposing the paperwork. CS2 back should never have been took down, and that our integrity is not compromisable. Let's finish this out, man, because we got the content.
World Star at that point, or this media company that owns it, is going to be forced to settle. I'm going to go high, and I'm going to, they know what it is. I got all the time in the world. I don't give a fuck.
What if you end up being the guy that finally takes down World Star?
No, I don't want to take down World Star. World Star is owned by a bigger company.
But obviously the bigger company is going to look at World Star if they end up having to come out of pocket and say, bro, you your bad leadership put us in this position. Because I can say that as a person who owns a YouTube channel, I do believe that there's like a different level of leeway that I get when somebody like Loose Cannon comes on here and makes explosive claims about somebody, because it's so obvious that this is a conversation and that I'm not necessarily buying in on what's being said. But that video felt a little different. It felt like editorial.
Listen.
Being posted on behalf of
Media Lab owns that, right? So that's ultimately going to take it. Loose Cannon gave a descriptive, right, of a phone call and a FaceTime he has, right, which he has proof that he has it. All he says, he never said nobody had somebody killed. He just said, I got this call, was told this, I called, dude was still here, and then 30 minutes later, he wasn't. That's it. Now, whatever you take from that, you take from that. Brother, it's many bank robberies and jewelry store robberies and many all kind of shit that didn't happen that niggas in the street knew was going to happen before it happened, because a motherfucker was talking about what they was going to go do, right? Now, it ain't his job to go call and the police or the authorities. Now, maybe people would have thought that if this was the case, and we'll see, right, that if this guy, Nipsey, was supposed to be in Big U's, a little brother, that maybe you'd have called and gave him a heads up. It is insinuating that you knew something was going to happen. So why would you call Loose Cannon? Why wouldn't you call Nip? So, February 14th on Urban Flip.
So where's the lawsuit at? CS2 back? This big old lawsuit against World Star Hip Hop, where is it at? I haven't been served. In fact, when they took down the video, I never even got a takedown notice. But we gonna let y'all hear that from that girl, Henny. Got that Henny. Hold on, let me find the content. You know what I'm saying? Help me find the content. We can go to That Girl Henny real easy. Everybody go to That Girl Henny and check this out. We finna get into this content because she gonna explain everything. And then we gonna take questions and celebrate the first blow to taking down CS2 back. Hit him where it hurts. All right, here we go. I see That Girl Henny live. Boom. Where we at? Namu Kiwe Station. Let's start it all the way over. We got ahead of ourselves. God damn. Commercial.
Review. So, hey, YouTube and anybody who gets butthurt, do not come copyright striking my channel. Also, everything in this video is allegedly according to what has been alleged, because even if we see them do it with our own two eyes, hear it come out of their mouths with our own two ears, or read it in court docs, it is still alleged because we weren't there, so we don't know what really happened. Let's go.
Big poppin', money in the bank coming, dropping a deposit. Having it my way, so I got these bitches watching. Steady getting to it, couldn't fit it in my pocket. Flexing everything, baby, tell me big poppin'. Money in the bank coming, dropping a deposit. Having it my way, so I got these bitches watching. Steady getting to it, couldn't fit it in my pocket. Flexing everything, baby, tell me what the tap is.
Yo, what's poppin', Henny? Gang. If you are new to the channel, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Click that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I do.
I heard that. Go subscribe to Henny Gang.
Henny has what's poppin', Latrina.
We gonna get through all that, Henny. I love the Henny Gang, but we gotta get to the content. Premiere, register it, which I did that day that it was released. Register it, copyright and protect it. You get all the money from the documentary. We just want to help promote it to get the truth out. I said, damn, right? They put the video up on World Star Hip Hop. First day, 1 million views. Second day, another 1 million views. That's Wack100. By the fourth day, we was at 3 million views, and Wack100 somehow had somebody take it down. I never received a takedown notice, no notification or nothing, and we will be pursuing all of our legal remedies sooner than y'all think. Trust and believe that. But
so, if y'all remember that conversation last night, well, I got the receipts for y'all. And Henny's gonna pour the hot Henny for you. All right.
Henny
First, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my watermark up, whether y'all like it or not. The watermark is going up because I don't want anybody stealing this information. So when he spoke about getting taken down, share this tab. This is a copy of the YouTube notification that he received. Okay. And
let me blow that up.
This is for unveiling the controversy, Wack100 and Stitch allegations with Do Sims and Yalao. So this is saying that they basically went ahead. Let me go to the first one. Here we go. This is the one we want. Here we go.
Let's blow this up if we can. Oh, it's not letting me. Damn. But she'll read it. Let's go.
This was what? Boom. So it tells him in this request from.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that name? Request Wack100 CS2 Hip Hop Police. Content found in it. The entire video. Removal request issued by Cash Jones. Right? Oh, and then you got some other ones that he removed too. I got some YouTube strikes. He's claiming my intellectual property. Let's go.
from YouTube that they're taking down the video, right? They re-released the video. They took the video down. But do y'all see this name right here? It's saying that this person is hitting the channel and requesting removal. And that person's name is Cash Jones. Okay. They also are claiming a portion of the video from the Clubhouse. Okay. And this is telling you that he received a copyright strike from this. The video was then taken down. Okay. This is the original video. And it said that he basically submitted a dispute to them. And yeah, it was a no-go. However,
OG Bam.
Remember last night he was saying that he had the patent. Here it goes right here.
Let's stop that right there because I want y'all to see it.
Certified issued under.
Y'all see that? Title of work, Wack100 and the alleged snitch allegations. It goes down. It was title of publication, January 27, 2024. For those who don't know, that's the exact same date that we released the documentary on World Star Hip Hop, right?
Right.
So just so y'all know, the day that we dropped it was the day that I protected myself from copyright infringement, from direct copyright infringement. Hope y'all artists and creatives do the same thing, because these rich people and these platforms don't care to protect your intellectual property. Let's go.
The seal of Copyright Office in accordance with Title 17 U.S. state codes. And what does that say right there? Wack100 and the snitch allegations. And it was copywritten 1/27/2024. Interesting, right? Because, hold on, y'all. There's no date on here. All right. So it's interesting because how can you say that this video is taken down for any type of copywritten content when he patented the information? It's patented under the U.S. law. Y'all see the documentation for yourselves right here. It's copywritten. It is copywritten. So he owns all of the rights to said video. Okay? Now, I also want you to divert your eyes to this right here. I have redacted information to protect the privacy of others. So as a result, if you remember, last night, Deuce was saying that there was a lawsuit that was going to be impending. Well, baby, here it is right here. He is submitting this documentation to the attorney for Cash Jones, YouTube, and also to Media Labs as well. And it is regarding copyright infringement of film Wack100 and the snitch allegations, copyright registration patent. He puts the patent number on here, but we're going to get into exactly what this says. Okay, so it says, to whom it may concern, this corporation represents Active Chucks ENT and Mr. Lamonte Sims, aka Do Sims. Mr. Sims, or copyright claimant, is what he will be called moving forward. Mr. Sims owns and or controls the exclusive rights to the film Wack100 and the snitch allegations, which will now be referred to as the work. Copyright registration number is there. On or about February 13th of 2024, Mr. Sims registered the copyright for the work. Please find a copy of the registration attached herein as Exhibit A, and that is this form right here that I showed you. There is some information that has been redacted out to protect privacies, but this right here, let me go ahead and show y'all. This is Exhibit A in this letter. All right. Let me get back to where I was. All right, so let's get back to this letter. All right, so y'all seen Exhibit A. Mr. Sims does not authorize the display of the video, including the work, because there are other people that are using this video. It has come to the attention of Mr. Sims that your company has created, distributed, rented, sold, and or displayed the documentary, which contains an excerpt of the work. claiming ownership of the documentary was not authorized by Mr. Sims or anyone associated with Mr. Sims. This resulted in a direct copyright infringement. Now, pause. Let me ask y'all this question. How can you take my original body of work down that I own the copyright to, hit me with copyright infringements, but then allow other people to use my body of work and monetize it at the same time? So they making a point off my work that I can't make a point off of? Penny Glasses in the chat, if you agree that that's some BS type of backwards working right there that's being done. But let's continue. It has come to the attention of Mr. Sims that your company has created, distributed, rented, sold, and or displayed the documentary, which contains an excerpt of the work. Claiming ownership of the documentary, which is not authorized. Okay, I already read that. Mr. Sims demands that you immediately cease and desist the distribution, rental, sale, and or streaming of the documentary, Wack100 exposed for being an alleged federal informant documentary. Please be advised that taking down the work as infringed does not absolve you of liability. This demand is privileged from disclosure pursuant to FRE Rule 408. Please provide this letter to your general liability carriers or other providers of insurance that may cover this claim. You have made wrongful and unauthorized use of the work constituting an infringement of Mr. Sims' copyrights in violation of the United States Copyrights Act 17 USC Section 101, as well as other common law and statutory rights, by reproducing, displaying, distributing, altering, and otherwise commercially exploiting the work via, at minimum, the infringed use of the work. This unauthorized use of the work may also constitute knowing, willful, and flagrant violations of Mr. Sims' rights in and to the work, and make you subject to the many remedies available to Mr. Sims, including without limitation in awarding of damages, statutory damages if applicable, payment of attorney's fees if applicable, and the entry of immediate permanent injunctified relief.
Injunctive relief. Let me explain what
additionally,
she just said. So for those who don't know, we're going to make this a learning lesson for those who don't know, and for the dodo who we know didn't know, right? Whenever the moment that you create anything, any intellectual property idea, right, and you create it and you make it tangible, well, the law protects you from that moment. You could write a song right now on paper and the law automatically protects you, right? If you could go record in the studio and the minute you record it, it's tangible, the law protects you. But the law incentivizes artists and creatives to register their property with the Copyright Office. And if you do that, then you'll have what's called the certificate of registration, which she already was showing, right? Which is the deed to the house. It's the pink slip to the car. It's showing that you own this property. It's a mortgage within this property that has an equitable value, whatever it makes on the open market, right? One of the things they do to incentivize you is, instead of getting actual damages, if someone infringes upon your copyright, utilizing your intellectual property after you registered it, you get attorney fees, reasonable attorney fees if they're found guilty. So lawyers would take your case on a contingency basis based upon you have the certificate of registration, and then they know they can cook the books and write a nice, reasonable attorney fee to the court at the end of the case. On top of that, you also get the reasonable attorney fees, and you qualify for statutory damages as opposed to just actual damages. The song might only brought in $14,000, $15,000, but because they violated Chapter 17 USC of the Digital Millennial Copyright Act and infringed upon your copyright, direct infringement upon your copyright, then that they could be held liable for statutory damages. Those come up to $150,000 per publication of your work, right? You do the math. It's 3 companies right here. Bottom line, don't even come talking unless you talking more than half a ticket on a settlement. Y'all might as well be ready to face Denise, the pit bull lawyer, because she already salivating. But that's what they was talking about. And when she said a preliminary injunctive relief, that's also something that you get as the actual copyright holder, where they have to send all that. Well, she finna get into that. I don't have to explain that. Thank you, Henny. You saved me some time.
Mentioned above, Mr. Sims registered the work with the United States Copyright Office, and upon information and belief, all such registered predate the infringed use or unauthorized claims to interest into the works. So that means that all of these, his copyright was done before all of this infringing happened. So it's not like they could say, oh, well, you copywrote this after. No, he copywrote this before he even put the work out. Furthermore, you have wrongfully distributed a documentary in violation of 17 USC 1202 by failing to properly credit Mr. Sims as the copyright holder by illegally authorizing Lab Engine and or Cash McElroy Jones to collect royalties and monies in relation to this documentary. Now, what he means by that, let me see if I can pull this while we talk about it, because I know some of y'all may be scratching your heads. Now, the reason why Wack is brought up in this situation is because Wack is the reason why all of this began in the first place, okay? Let me go ahead. I can pull that up. I have pulled this up, and let's get to it. Let me see. Let me share this. All right. So this is 30 weeks ago. No Jumper. Okay. No Jumper posted about the documentary that was put out. But as you can see, here are some text messages.
Hey, Henny, I love you, but we got to pause you real quick. Hey, Yael.
Talk to me, brother.
I'm just saying, my nigga, we control the narrative, we control the content, my nigga. Fact. They know when they hear we got the content. Nigga, we got that work, nigga.
Damu Kiwe Conversations.
Wack work up at No Jumper, and he was confronted by Adam Grandmaster, nigga.
But the thing about it, dudes, it wasn't that he was confronted. He was confronted multiple times about the situation.
Right.
Multiple times, bro, and he had no rebuttal for it other than, hey, bozos, you made your op rich. How? Diamond, Deuce, and myself, when Diamond brought it to our attention in the court statement when he tried to get Keefe D out of jail and they confirmed that his word is no good, nigga, you don't even got 100,000 in the bank, nigga. You's a broke informant with clout. That's what you are. And you monopolizing off of individuals like the game and other clowns and getting money off of them and trying to make it seem like you are Blueface. Come on, bro. We know the truth. And you mad that niggas is exposing you for what you really are. A fucking fraud. You a confidential fraud, bro. Certified degree holder of a goofologist, homie.
Michael Melvin said once the Nevada court issued an arrest warrant for perjury, CS2 will be back on Fifi time. Nah, bro, he ain't going to jail. You don't understand the power that a rat like him possess, a confidential source like him possess, bro. And we gonna get into that later with my theory. I can't prove everything, but I could prove he a rat. But let's go, Henny.
That were also released and says, Cash, our draft of the demand letter to World Star Hip Hop is below. We do not typically put an initial dollar amount in a letter of this type and have not included a demand here in the first letter. Instead, we will need to respond within a week or we will simply proceed with litigation. Additionally, for a variety.
So first you have to serve the demand notice. This is what World Star was supposed to do with me and my documentary. They're supposed to serve notice that they received the takedown notice to, so I could prepare. And then whoever he's texting, because we don't know if this is a real attorney. We don't know if this is his friend. He run all kind of plays. We never received no takedown notice, but somehow the documentary was taken down on the 4th day after 3 million views on WorldStar in 4 days. So we do know it was taken down, but we don't know how and who did it because they told us they couldn't give us a copy of the takedown notice. Let's go.
Variety of reasons, we do believe it is appropriate to demand a retraction in the instance. Okay, so we have included a request for correction. Please let us know any comments you may have to the letter. Once the letter is approved by you, we can get it out for service. Thank you, Thomas. Now here is a copy of this said letter that they put out. All right. And I'm not going to read all of this letter, but basically this is the letter that Wack submitted for WorldStar Hip Hop to take this down.
He said he submitted it. Who knows?
And that's a lot. All right. Maybe I will clip it up and put it up on the community wall for y'all to read at your leisure. But I want y'all to also take notice to this right here. It hit 1 million. Have someone check it to confirm. So he was watching. He was watching how many views this documentary was getting. Okay, we can update the numbers right now on YouTube. All I'm seeing is 145,000 views. All right, it says, okay, long as we hit them with a real number. This shows over 1 million views on WorldStar Hip Hop. So he was watching the views, watching the views, watching the views. All right. Now, as you watch them continue to scroll, I want you to pay attention to some of the verbiage that begins to come out, because then it's going to show you what they're after. All right. So he's saying, you know, the detectives on the case are accessible as well for interviews. Crime being is. So, you know, he's asking questions about being a crime, to be an informant. We have access to all the detectives that will confirm. Let's get paid.
That's what this dumb big dummy thought he was going to do.
Now, that to me tells me that that's been your motive this whole time, is that you want to receive some type of monetary gain off of this. And it's not really a matter of you feeling like you have been wronged in such a way that is slandering, oh, shoot, your name. Wait a minute. It didn't show y'all the text messages. Hold on. Wait a minute. I could have swore I was showing y'all the text messages. Oh, I am showing y'all. Okay, so I was showing y'all. But yeah, this is not about, oh, you sitting up here defaming my name. No, this is about him wanting to get money. He wants to be compensated monetarily. So yeah, Deuce is coming after him. Now let's continue with the letter, because we're almost done, I promise. All right, so this is where we left off. Thus, not only has Mr. Sims not been properly identified as the actual copyright holder, Label Engine and Cash Jones have fraudulently claimed copyrights to YouTube, striking Sims' YouTube channel active chucks, resulting in Sims suffering additional damages. See Exhibit B. So I have shown y'all the exhibits. We've already seen the YouTube information and all of that. Demand is a court.
Let me show y'all Exhibit B real quick. Oh, shit. Pardon my language. Boom. And then bear with me. I done hit the thing all the way over here. All right, that's good enough. Boom. Now let me turn this off so I can show y'all Exhibit B. Exhibit A was the copyright, the certificate of registration with the certificate of registration number. And I'll show y'all that also. But first, let's go here. And let's go here. Boom, Exhibit B. So that y'all can see. Can you see that, Yael?
Yeah, hell yeah, I can see that. Your dispute has been submitted. Yes. Copyrights. Yes, I know what this is, Mr. Active Chucks with 2 S's.
So this one, hi, Active Chucks, the following claim on video unveiling the controversy, Wack100 and the snitch allegations with Deuce Sims and Yael has been disputed. Video title, copyrighted content. Wack100 exposed for being a federal informant, hip hop police documentary. And guess who claims it? Label Engine. They're claiming it in the name and on behalf of Media Labs and World Star Hip Hop, right? So this is what they sent to my YouTube when I posted my intellectual property. World Star took it down. We're not even finna get into that. We'll get into it later, but we're not even gonna get into those. How are you gonna take my intellectual property and do as you see fit? 3 million views. I've got not a cent from World Star Hip Hop. But then there's World Star Hip Hop YouTube page, so it was more views. It's World Star Hip Hop TikTok page, which was more views. You had the World Star Hip Hop Instagram. They put it on all of their platforms, and they're claiming ownership of my property. You can't do that, player. That's called direct copyright infringement because you don't own those rights. Your dispute has been reviewed. Hi, Active Chucks. After reviewing your dispute, Label Engine has decided that their copyright claim is still valid. So I challenge their and dispute whether World Star has ownership of my intellectual property, and YouTube is saying that they're saying that their copyright claim is still valid. So now YouTube done fucked up. You can't do that, right? Let me put this back down. Damn. Let me see. We made the thing too big. Boom. So we got that one, and then we're gonna go to the next one. World Star Hip Hop. Let's go to this. You see the email, and you see I'm contacting them, right? World Star Hip Hop. Let me blow it up a little more for y'all to see. That's my Gmail. Make it boom. World Star Hip Hop P Zendesk, and you see that I contacted them after they took down the video, and I identified myself as the actual copyright holder. Till today, I have received no response from World Star Hip Hop. Here's another one. We received copyright removal requests for your video based on applicable copyright law. We removed your video from YouTube. This is from YouTube, taking down my video, and they saying because of the request. So I'm missing out on money. I'm missing out on publicity, slows down my shit in the algorithm. And then you see Wack100 CS2 Hip Hop Police claim the entire video, content found in there, entire video, removal request issued by Cash Jones. He did another one of my works like that, and I ended up with it. You received the copyright strike for that. So I remember that people were saying only a hit dog holler. You understand what I'm saying? If it wasn't true, he trying to act like getting the bag was the reason why he needed to get that video taken down. But we know that wasn't really it. But in the midst, his big dummy, the big dummy, then gave his ops a bag because he's claiming ownership to my property and has no secure equitable interest into my intellectual property or exclusive copyrights. This is Exhibit B And then you see me getting at the World Star people. And here's another one where if you look at it, copyright at worldstarhiphop.com, February 3rd. So I copyrighted it. Once they took it down on the 4th day, which would be like February the 2nd, I'm on my shit. Wack100 exposed for being an alleged informant, copyright at World Star. Listen to this. I am Lamonte Sims Sr., author, director, executive producer for exclusive copyright entitled Wack100, exposed for being alleged federal informant. This works was released as part of the Checking In podcast and was taken down without notice at around 2.9 million views. I have a good faith belief that no one else was authorized to do this act. I demand notice of the reason for takedown of my intellectual property and due process to proceed forward with litigation. As I have suffered damages economically, I declare under penalty of perjury that the aforementioned is true and that I submit this notice of my own volition. In my own name do I sign, dated February 3rd, 2024. To date, as I said, I have heard nothing from World Star Hip Hop, and we gonna stop that and let Henny finish taking us out. Let's go. Thank you, Henny.
But yeah, this is not about, oh, you sitting up here defaming my name. No, this is about him wanting to get money. He wants to be compensated monetarily. So yeah, Deuce is coming after him. Now let's continue with the letter because we're almost done, I promise. All right, so this is where we left off. Thus, not only has Mr. Sims not been properly identified as the actual copyright holder, Label Engine and Cash Jones have fraudulently claimed copyrights to YouTube, striking Sims' YouTube channel active chucks, resulting in Sims suffering additional damages. See Exhibit B. So I have shown y'all the exhibits. We've already seen the YouTube information and all of that. Demand is accordingly made that you and all of your agent, affiliates, or licensees, 1, immediately and permanently cease and desist from the reproduction, display, distribution, and other exploitation of the work, both physically and digitally, and any other unauthorized use of Mr. Sims' owned and or controlled property, because that's what this is. It's his property. 2, immediately provide our office with all documents of all licenses, agreements, and other authorizations, if any, by or pursuant to which you claim any rights to reproduce, display, distribute, or otherwise exploit the work. B, the identity, including the names, addresses, phone numbers, and email addresses of all parties associated with your use of the infringed work, including without limitation the individual who initially posted the infringed work on your website, and all other vendors, persons, or entities involved in the reproduction, display, distribution, or exploitation of the infringed work. So he wants the names of everyone who has used his body of work. Don't leave no one out. I want to know who these people are and how I can contact them because they are wrongfully using my work. And he's within the scope of his legal rights. Okay. C, copy of all accountings, books, records, and statements related to the reproduction, display, distribution, or other exploitation of the infringed work, including without limitations related to the infringed use of the work. So he wants to see everybody that has made money off his work. Again, he's not wrong. D, a list of other users of the work exploited by you or your affiliates, and copies of all web pages, videos, advertisements, or other materials related to the same. God, he's hitting them. Okay. C, any representation of all activity, whether commercial or non-commercial, with respect to the infringed work, ceased immediately upon receipt of this correspondence, if not prior thereto, and with not and will not be resumed in the future, absent written authorization from the copyright claimant, which means no one else will be able to put that information out unless they have written authorization from Do Sims himself. You know you didn't fuck that, right? You messed with the wrong one. F, a representation that the information furnished to our office pursuant to the following is true and accurate. 3, permanently preserve any and all documents and records relating to this matter, including without limitation all physical records or electronic data which may be relevant and or discoverable in the event of litigation. Meaning, do not go getting rid of none of these receipts because we may need them later. The failure to preserve such information pertaining to this matter will be considered exploitation of evidence and could subject all applicable parties, Henny, parties to additional criminal or civil liability. So in other words, you go ahead and get rid of them receipts if you want to, and I'm going to sue you there. All right. Now
he said that possible criminal charges. Y'all do understand that direct copyright infringement can be punishable with jail term. Y'all remember DJ Drama got arrested for the mixtapes? Yael, you remember that?
Oh, do I remember it? You got to remember some shit. They keep. I got the tape. Like, come on, bro. How many sex tapes do you have of man on man? And
we ain't talking about no damn sex tape. I'm talking about DJ Drama getting arrested by the feds for the mixtapes. Remember the Gangsta Grills?
Yeah.
The Green Seals. You don't remember that, bro?
Yeah. I thought, bro, I'm caught up in CS2 at the moment, bro. But yeah, I remember I remember the Gangsta Grills. What happened to him? He got caught up?
Yep, for doing exactly what Wack100 was trying to do right here. Utilize, distribute, claim ownership to music and sell it for a profit or try to control it. So in the thing, it let them know that that's a crime. So this is how serious this is. You could get punished by the court of law criminally if you intentionally do this type of shit. Let's go.
Now, let me come over here to the chat real quick.
Oh, he don't want to be playing these kind of games.
Because I believe I saw Active Chucks is down here. I saw Smoked Out TV. Salute to the team that is up in the building. Active Chucks, give me a Henny glass and a Chuck if it's okay to continue, because I know this is going to disclose the amount that you're going after. You know, I know it was up on the screen. I can still edit that out. But give me a Henny glass and a Chuck if it's okay to proceed with the documentation that I am reading.
They're legally robbing you. And it's happening every time you pay for car insurance.
Conversation.
Oh, yes, he's going to bed. Wack100 going to bed real soon on multiple counts of fraud, including tax evasion. He's going down. All right. Damn Deuce. Tried to get paid off your work. All right. He gave the green light. So we're going to proceed with the reading of everything. Again, shout out and salute to the team. Shout out and salute to the team for holding it down in the chat. All right, so let's continue this off. All right. So number 4 says, make payment to Mr. Sims in the amount of $5 million.
Whoa.
Pending review of a complete account.
Wait. Did I hear that right? Hey, Henny, we finna have you repeat yourself again, because I want to make sure I heard that. Hey, Wack, is you like, my nigga? I hope you got that over there, or you going to be filing for bankruptcy. Make sure my lawyer get on those liens on all your properties, too, since you like to move things around. Let's go.
Of everything. Again, shout out and salute to the team. Shout out and salute to the team for holding it down in the chat. All right, so let's continue this off. All right. So number 4 says, make payment to Mr. Sims in the amount of $5 million.
Oh, that fine.
Okay.
So
pending review of a complete accounting of the books and records.
Hey, Yael.
Shout out and salute to the team for holding it down in the chat.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, can you sing that for us one time? I just like the way that comes off. Can you sing with Henny when she says $5 million? $5 million.
Wait, sing it like who? CS2 back?
Nah, like Henny. Watch this.
All right, so let's continue this off. All right. So number 4 says, make payment to Mr. Sims in the amount of $5 million. Okay. Pending review of a complete accounting of the books and records regarding the exploits.
Can you sing that right there, Yael? I just feel like a singing mood. I want to hear some singing.
Wait, bro, you can't. So what did she say? $5 million, bro?
Winning.
I'm about to touch $5 million. I'm about to touch that $5 million. Hey, you ain't shit, bro.
Yeah. Hey, listen, my nigga, I'm just saying.
Hey, you know what? If you get that $5 million, bro, I'll make a song called $5 million.
Hey, if you make the song called $5 million, bro, hey, listen, bro, I'm going to pay for the video. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Yeah, I'm going to hold you to that, too.
All right, we got that. Let's go. Active Chucks, Damu Kiwe.
Of the infringed work. This correspondence is a confidential settlement communication and is not intended to be a complete retraction of the facts or circumstances relevant to the matter. Nothing herein will be deemed an admission or waiver of any of the copyright claimant's rights or remedies. All rights and remedies are expressly reserved and none are waived. All right. So this is the letter signed sincerely, Do Sims. I like that. Sincerely yours, Do Sims. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, when they were on last night, he told you that this is what was going down, and Henny got the content tonight, and this is what is happening. Okay, Do Sims has filed suit against the media outlets and against Wack100, who had tried to stop his bag for putting this information out. I also just showed y'all that this is not about defamation of his character, because you can actually go to that No Jumper post. And what I'll do for y'all is I'll see if I can get the link to the post and drop it down in the comment section. Someone in the Henny PIs or the Henny snipers remind me to drop the link in the description. Y'all can go and read through those texts for yourself that were posted on No Jumper. You will see nowhere in there is he so concerned about the defamation of his character. He's talking about getting a bag. He's watching their views. So that should be another thing that shows you what this is really all about. But where you fucked up at, old duty shooter, and I know I shouldn't have said the F-bomb, but we are 24 minutes in, so I should be good, is you wasn't expecting for him to have that body of work copywritten.
Since the start of the war in Gaza, you may have seen images like this, calling the attacks of October 7th.
Hey, I love this energy right now.
I love it. Let's see what some of y'all are saying down here in the chat before we get up out of here, because you know your girl got the I gotta dash up out of here. I got to go get the bag. All right, so this is about where I stopped that at. Release the documentary. The documentary was already released, Selena. And they snatched it from Do Sims. So now there's other people that have put pieces and snippets of the documentary out, but yet they're not being hit with copyright infringement at all. So how is that even possible that you're going to allow me? I'm a person who doesn't own the copyright. Although I could get permission, how could you allow me to play snippets and clips of the said documentary that was hit for copyright infringement from the copyright owner? But you could allow me, who has no relation to the material, no copyright over it at all, to play it on my channel, and I can monetize it, and I can make money off of that while he gets not a dime, because y'all won't let him put it up. Make it make sense, ladies and gentlemen. Salute. I'm definitely reacting to this because he lied and said he already filed the 5 million, lying bastard. Oh, well, we know he be lying. Come on, smoked out. We know he be lying. All right. If Wack gave the lawyer fake paperwork for Keefy D, how we know that letter he sent to World Star Hip Hop was fake? It's okay. We don't know if that letter was fake that he sent. Well, we don't. Actually, we do know. I can't even say that. We know that it was fake because he's not the copyright owner at all. All right, so y'all dropped the Henny glasses in the chat. Y'all agree that that was some BS, that other people could go ahead and make money off of his video when he owns the rights to that video, the material, the intellectual property therein. That's all Do Sims. Okay, trying to get paid off dues. Exactly. Guess they didn't know who they were dealing with. They didn't. They were thinking that they were going to be able to just hit your channel and that's that, and you would go silently into the night.
Yeah, I got too much fight for that. But yeah, he definitely didn't know who he was dealing with. That nigga definitely had Deuce Sim fucked up.
Hey, Deuce.
Yeah.
He thought he was dealing with some uneducated gangsters. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's real prejudiced even against those that look like him because he's not from our community and don't see himself empathize with the struggles that we go through. He's an elitist.
Correct.
So he assumed these dumb gang bangers with all the tattoos. Remember, he just went off on No Jumper?
Yeah. I don't hang out. Listen, Adam, can't nobody dictate my program on how I move. I don't listen to. Hey, listen, hold up. Hey, hold on. I don't play those games. Like, nigga, you the ultimate game player, naysayer, hater, use a vibrator. Like, you one of them type of clowns. Like, and everybody know it, bro. And you can hide and parade around a transmission with moose knuckles. You understand what I'm saying? You can do all that hiding, bro. The truth is in the actions, bro. We know what you are. You a closet freak. you a closet snitch that been opened up. Pause with the paperwork, and it is what it is, bro.
Rap Restart said Deuce like me get with verse. I got 3,700. Oh, you trying to get a verse? 3,700. Jump in DMs at Active Chucks. We can talk about that. That's right about my range. You know what I'm saying? I might cut Yael in on the next one if you want a Yael verse. But y'all remember how long it's been since I told you that we was the wave? How long it's been since I told you that we controlled?
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. You've been speaking into an existence for a while, but probably officially, like I don't want to say probably like a year ago. I'm gonna just say it like that. Because you've been saying it for a while, bro.
So I don't know him. I don't know. You can't make me know that nigga, right? I don't know him's his favorite word. They just clout chasing me, right? And that's what they run with this whole narrative. But you the nigga that's trying to get paid off of my property. You the nigga that's trying to squat in my house. You the nigga that's trying to steal my car. Who's clout chasing who? Nigga, I'm a real South Central legend before the age of 21. You ain't even accepted in Compton. You understand what I'm saying?
Hold on. Hey, Do Sims. I gotta tell you this. Wack is a real one. He's a real one. Hey, Eric, I got something for you, homie. Meet me at 777 station, and I'm gonna show you what I would say. Got something for you.
Hey, it's Meg's birthday, Megan Davis' birthday. Hey, y'all, before we get back into it, Meg always been supporting. She usually one of the first ones in here for the content. Hey, could you go ahead and sing happy birthday for Meg? We gonna
I'm gonna sing it on a regular note, man. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday
to you.
Happy
Birthday to Megan Davis. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Megan.
Happy birthday,
Thanks
Meg.
for the support. We definitely appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? But back to this dodo. Let's put hashtag thinkers in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Because CS2 back, he really didn't know who he was fucking with. Nigga, when I first met this nigga and we had discourse, he was trying to put me in a box and said, see, you let the bee consume you, homie. Lamonte, use that mind right there, that motherfucker. And if there's anything,
He said, if it's anything, Damu, don't hesitate. I got you. Lamonte, use that mind right there, that brilliant mind, blood, power, use that. Like, nigga, you was, bro.
Hey, the nigga offered me the world. I jumped in his back channel and I told him, look, I ain't on no bullshit with you, but I'm bull. I don't want to do no business with you. I'm going to show y'all that receipt before we get off of here. But before we do that, I want to show y'all how stupid he is and how stupid his team is for not telling them niggas, don't fuck with that nigga Lamonte. Hold on. We finna go ahead and show y'all.
Real quick, dudes. We got a quick super chat, man. Let's. We got Tony Stanford with the $3 super chat with the super sticker. Salute to Tony Stanford. Oh, we got another super chat. We got Always Positive with the $19.99. Yael, Deuce M's, Henny. Y'all blazing that rat. Yeah. Hey, salute Tony Stanford and salute Always Positive with the donations. Any and everything donated to the Damu Keyway Conversations. And that girl, Henny, we appreciate you, man. Blessings to you and your family. Salute.
Hey, that's the fact. But look, they always spying on me on Clubhouse for the last couple years. They try to put agents and all kind of shit up under me to attack me. Y'all see this? Like, this is how dumb they is. Why would you do something stupid like that when the first thing you see when you Google my first name, nigga? My first name, Lamonte Sims. The first thing you see is Lamonte versus Amazon.com Inc. Y'all want to know what happened with that? Well, let me tell y'all about it a little bit. You understand? Lamonte Sims and Do Sims, defendants, Amazon.com, SoundCloud Inc., John Doe's 1 through 50 inclusive, and YouTube LLC. See, I've been around that block a couple times. You know what I'm saying? I've been dealing with these YouTube people a couple times and then licked they motherfucking ass. And you want to steal my intellectual property? You don't see what this is? Report on the filing of an action regarding a copyright. Initial notification filed by Lamonte Sims. Y'all go check that out, man. Because I ended up getting a bag up out of YouTube before. This ain't my first go around, man. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this, man. I studied the Digital Millennial Copyright Act. I filed that lawsuit while I was on a level 4 prison yard serving an 8-year sentence in pro se representing myself against YouTube, $1 billion company, SoundCloud, $1 million company, Amazon, $1 billion company, 50 other John Does. And you think I'm going to be playing with you when you claiming my intellectual property? Don't play with my money. Don't play with my money.
I'm rich. I got the money. I got the money. Nigga ain't got no motherfucking money on you. Done yon, bum on. He's a bum.
Listen, man. So we seen CS2 back, right? And we seen the no jumper, because this thing was huge. 4 days, 3 million views. This shit is going crazy on the internet. They take it down. We don't know how. We ain't received nothing to confirm it. But let's get into this real quick. We got Wack100 responding to the paperwork.
Paperwork.
Oh, we makes the rounds. Our
Is it this?
Control
Let's
the
see.
internet.
Go TV. Back. Bout back whack. It's over. Yes.
They thought it was up under my name. I had a living beyond the means excuse to come in there was all up on the different corporations.
Wack is claiming that FBI did not know his house was not in his name before entering his home, and once they found his paperwork...
Hold on, let me see if I can find this. Is it this?
Wack100, most famously known for arguing on Clubhouse, has been exposed as an confidential informant in paperwork recently released by defendant Money Mark and Stutterbox.
Would you be interested in collecting 5-figure paychecks for a few hours of work, helping me in your spare time from home?
Before we play the recording of Money Mark, who was the main defendant in this case, confirming Wack is back, let's take a look back to when Wack himself spoke on this case and admitted to meeting with the feds and also saying they owe him a favor.
Once they hit my motherfucking home office, that's when they called the search off. Because in the home office, you then discovered the house and cars and everything they thought was up under my name. They had that living beyond the means excuse to come in there.
The feds stalked these cars in this house and all of that was in his name. Living beyond his means is not a crime. We could go Google it. Living beyond your means is not a crime. And the feds thought, the feds don't thought, nigga, they done extensive research. When the feds come, nigga, it's because they got you. They got a rat. They got a controlled buy. They got wiretaps. They got video. And they trying to flip you at that point. But let's go.
Was all up on the different corporations.
Wack is claiming that FBI did not know his house was not in his name before entering his home, and once they found his paperwork in his home office, they called off the search. How does the FBI not have this information prior to search warrant?
My attorney, we go down to the federal building on Wilshire Boulevard, right up to 405. We go up top. Now, I get up top, I'm tripping, nigga. So when I tell the motherfuckers, hey, look, y'all raided my house. Y'all had motherfuckers cuffed up in my house. Y'all did all this shit, you know, and y'all know damn well I was clean. Y'all embarrassed me, this, that. We filed the suit. When we get outside with my attorney, 2 officers that's depicted in there came to the front of me and my attorney said, hey, look, man, let this shit go. This shit gonna fuck, you know, this ain't gonna look good on us. We didn't know you. That boy put us on you, right? But we'll owe you one.
Wack is explaining going down to the federal building tripping and basically the detectives telling him on the spot that Stutterbox told us on you. This seems a little odd that detectives would give up someone who is supposedly working for them name, and also beg to drop the lawsuit and let us owe you a favor. Wack has told this story on several occasions, changing it up a little each time.
When I got up to the top floor, we went to go get my personal belongings, me and my attorney, when I saw the 2 women with that FBI flag jackets come out, that Stutterbox would always invite to dinner when we was eating at Stevie's on the strip. That's when I knew what time it was. When we come off the elevator, I see a bunch of people in FBI flag jackets. Guess who one of the persons I see? The fucking female from New Orleans that asked about the 5 keys.
Sounds like a scene from Power. Was it 1 or was it 2 women? Now Wack100.
So Stutterbox sends the feds at him to ask for 5 keys, and he want us to believe that he didn't get that money, but he see those same, or at least 1, because it's 1, then it's 2. He only met her once, and then that Stutterbox would always bring the Stevie on the strip, so he'd have met with her multiple times, and they lined his ass up with that 5 keys.
decides to use his favor the detective promised him and calls it in. Listen to how easy it is for Wack100 to get the information. These is words coming from Wack, and like he always says, the truth could never be considered disrespect.
I'm sitting back. I call my attorney. I said, hey, yo, call that officer. I need to have a word with him. Yo, didn't you say that Stutterbox is a cooperant for you? Yeah. Documented on paper. Yeah, documented. He's a CI. Been that for 6-7 years. You got the paper and all, whatever y'all use. Yeah, we got that. Okay, yo, contact this dude. Have them call Stutterbox to the stand. Yeah, I called it in that day. And
I thought Wack didn't have nothing to do with the Shaq case. I thought Wack didn't have nothing to do with the Main Street Mafia Crip case. Damn, he sure got a lot of participation in, like he quarterbacking the whole case. Remember, he's working all sides. He's working with Stutterbox, betrays him, calls Del Dog and Mark Stevens, but Del Dog didn't want to talk to him to betray him. Then he's supposed to gave up Stutterbox address where he lived at. Then he was betraying Del Dog and him, say he gave Stutterbox a fofo bulldog when they seen him in Vegas. I mean, and then he's going to go talk to the police on the 64th floor. This nigga's a trisexual. This nigga in bed with everybody.
I did sue, but I used the card and that was it.
Stutterbox alleged
Wack, let us see that paperwork where you sued them.
Is that Wack100 was caught on a wiretap with Dale Dog conspiring to commit murder. This is why his house was raided and led him to working with the police as back. Stutterbox explains to Juice M's that Wack gave up his address.
His house got raided because he was on the wiretap with Dog, you know.
What is Mark saying I had to do with the case, bro?
Wack, listen, in the paperwork, it said you tried to call Dog, remember?
I tried to
and he
call
won't take
Dog.
your call. And I sent it to you. And he said,
I talked to Dog. I talked to Dog. That whole Main Street shit, that was your play. I had nothing to do with it. I was a victim. I was a victim.
There you have it. Wack admitting to being a victim on the case, talking to Dale Dog, and also saying Money Mark was completely right.
Dude that spoke on Shaq, he's completely right, because I was caught up in the middle of all that.
Stutterbox said you in my paperwork on wiretap, right?
So Stutterbox confirmed that Wack was included in his paperwork
on the Main Street.
On the Main Street case,
which he wasn't charged. But this guy is saying the only person that was arrested
was Cash Jones.
If Greg's credibility hurts the findings of the entire task force or not?
Stop asking research questions to ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Its answers are not reliable.
Well, first of all, there were no arrests made other than Cash Jones.
Hold on. Wack said he had nothing to do with that case. Detective Coet, the real lead of the case, Greg Caden was not the lead.
Arrests made other than Cash Jones.
Says no one was arrested in that
included
case
in his paperwork
on the Main Street.
On the Main Street case,
which he wasn't charged. But this guy is saying the only person that was arrested
was Cash Jones.
If Greg's credibility hurts the findings of the entire task force or not?
Well, first of all, there were no arrests made other than Cash Jones.
But when you get the discovery, was part of that the actual wiretap? The whole transcript. I got the whole transcript. The whole transcripts of the whole wiretap. And do you in that paperwork? Do you see your conversation with Cash Jones in them transcripts?
Academics look a little bit uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying? But let's listen to Mark Stevens, because remember he said he talked to Dog, asked Mark the one he called. Well, this is what Mark said about CS2 back and him.
I talked to Dog.
And in that paperwork, do you see your conversation with Cash Jones in them transcripts?
That was the initiating. When they started recording.
Right. And Cash Jones
in the paperwork they put him as. Now the paperwork they put him as back.
EACK. And I kept asking
the Wack boy in a minute.
The lawyer's like, who the fuck is? I ain't talked to no back.
Nasty.
And they
what?
said, nah, that's Wack.
Oh.
So they put him in back because he a brother. So
wow. All right, man. Hey, if this is what y'all trying to get Wack down with, man, this shit was boring as hell, man. Wack ain't guilty, man. Like, I'm sorry to say, Wack is one of them niggas like, yo, he's like a cockroach, bro. Like, if you gonna come for him, you gotta come from direct. You gotta make shit come from right. This shit looked like it was trying to put me to sleep, and unfortunately, who knows if they have any points in this, but I just don't care.
Who knows what they get?
So again, if someone has succinctly a way to put this out and they have like personal testimonies rather than be like, yo, ask somebody else.
Personal testimony, nigga. We got the victim from the Main Street case who was kidnapped, and we got Shaquille O'Neal, business partner. We got Shaquille O'Neal's paperwork. We got Mark Stevens' statement to the police. We got Stutterbox's statement to the police. We got Ray J's statement to the police. We got, and you were security for Ray J. How do we end around for the deal when Ray J signed and set up the deal with Mark Stevens when Ray J signed with Deja 34, Shaq and Mark Stevens' company, which is where the problem started because they cut Stutterbox out. He wanted his money. He came with this plan, send Wack to Mark Stevens. That's what Stutterbox told the police then. That's what he told us when we interviewed. Then we interviewed Mark Stevens. Mark Stevens, in his statement to the police, said Wack100 was the one came to him to extort him. He was sent by Stutterbox saying, I have this Texas, Stutterbox got this tape of Shaq fucking abroad. We gonna give it to TMZ and make a lot of money. Wackademic says that we didn't ask nobody or do no research.
I would gladly hear them out, but honestly, at this point, I don't really have anything to say about that shit. So I said, Ack, you look sleepy as fuck watching. Of course, nigga. I'm like, nigga, I was about to fall asleep watching this bullshit, man. Get this out of here, man. Shit. Do I think Wack said cooperate, nigga? I don't even give a fuck.
I don't even give a fuck that Wack's a cooperative. All right, well, that's enough of Wackademics, his dick sucking ass. Let's go to this real quick, man. Let's go to this real quick. Share this. We cooking, man. Hit that like button. Share. Tell your friends y'all in here. Make this shit go viral. Because we winning. Let's go.
Damo Kiwe Conversations.
So if y'all pay attention to this, you'll be able to see Wack100 exposed for being an alleged federal informant. This was the screenshot. You got Shaquille O'Neal, Wack, and then Officer Wack in his 137 regalia. 2,002,632. And this was released January 27, 2024, the exact same date that I copyrighted the work. Money Mark confirms that Wack was an informant on his case. Plus, we break down all the Wack conversations with law enforcement. Active Chucks, directed by Deuce Sims. How can you claim that this was your shit when on World Star it says at Active Chucks, directed by Deuce Sims? And this was at about 2,000,000 views on World Star Hip Hop. Let me turn this off, and then we're gonna get into our last video, and we're gonna close this one on out. Let me close this out now. Stop sharing. Yeah, but I want y'all to know, you know what I'm saying? We don't got that many numbers right here. Well, we do about 600,000 on Instagram every month. We do close to 100 and some thousand every month on our YouTube with just a few followers, but our influence, that shit is like translucent. You know what I'm saying? Omnipresent. You know what I'm saying? Winning. But let's get into this. Shout out Street Certified News. He had hollered at me. SPI plugged me with him. Shout out Chi-Town. You know what I'm saying? And this shit went viral. About 80,000 views in about 7 months. We finna get into this.
What's going on? I'm Larry Hoover Jr. and I'm rocking with Street Certified News. It's your boy Kiss, man. Shout out to Street Certified News.
Street Certified News.
Oh, yeah, y'all already know what it is, man. I'm rocking with Street Certified News. We got behind the scenes, man. We're gonna tie this bitch up.
What up, it's your boy Mom J. We rocking with Street Certified News.
Man, Street Certified News, man. Shout out Big Bo. Shout out Walker.
Certified, man.
Yo. It's your boy MXL Guapo, man. Street Certified News. And we back with another one. As you can see from the title, man, this week, man, we get real deep, man. The boy Wack100. A few months ago, there were some interviews that came out from the dude, Robert Ross, aka Stutterbox, as well as Mark Stevens. Shout out, man, Big OG Spider Lope, man. You know what I'm saying? They came on his podcast and they told, a story that was very compelling. You know what I'm saying? Also, man, shout out the boy Deuce, man, Active Chucks. He's actually the director of the video about Wack100 that's currently at like 2 million views on WorldStar right now. It's on their website as well as their YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? We dug into this story, man. We wanted to start from like the most unbiased place possible. You know what I'm saying? In the past, we have made videos, you know what I'm saying? We have made fun of Wack100. But like I said, man, when we saw a video on WorldStar, that necessarily didn't convince us that, bro was a rat. You know what I mean? We really went into this story like as unbiased as possible so that, you know what I'm saying, we could give you guys the best story. And like I said, man, the information we're going to provide in this video, man, we stand on it 100%. Is literally we did all the due diligence we could. Before we get started, we need everybody to stop, smack the like button, man. Man, let's get this video to 1,000 likes, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we say 500, sometimes we say 400, 300. Man, let's run this video to 1,000 likes. Like I said, man, we did our due diligence in this video. We reached out to people. You know what I'm saying? We checked paperwork. We did everything we could possibly do to bring you guys like the most accurate story on this whole Wack100 CS2 situation. You know what I'm saying? So this week's story, how the boy Wack100 exposed himself as a federal informant, and how all of this started with the Main Street Mafia Crips and LA Lakers star Shaquille O'Neal, man. Sound crazy already, I know, man. Hey, with no further ado, man, let's get right into it. February 2008, record producer and alleged Mafia Crip Robert Ross, while parked on the Sunset Strip in Hollywood, California, is approached by men he believed to also be associated with the Main Street Mafia Crips. These men directed Mr. Ross to follow them to a different location, to the home of Main Street Crip leader Liddell Del Dog Rose. It was there where Robert Ross, aka Stutterbox, would testify he was beaten and told to fix his problems with Mark Stevens, a business manager who worked closely with Shaquille O'Neal. Ross would go on to testify that he also formerly worked for Shaquille O'Neal and Stevens as a music producer for artists signed to the record label Deja 34.
Were you born between 1979 and 1989? If so, you can get $250 to spend at time.
This part of the story was like super important, man. Like I said, researching this story, man, the Main Street Mafia Crips popped up, as well as the dude Shaquille O'Neal, man. We gonna get into kind of how it all ends later, but we really wanted y'all to kind of see this part of the story because it's like a lot of coincidences, as well as, you know what I'm saying, Wack100, many times inserting himself into certain situations, including eventually this one. We really wanted to tell y'all this part, but we promise y'all it's going to get to Wack. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, court records would show that Robert Ross would testify that while he worked for Shaq, because of Ross's criminal past, would sometimes ask him to like do weird shit that he didn't feel like was in the, music producer job title. It's also alleged around this time that Robert Ross, aka Stutterbox, he met Shaq's wife and allegedly may have had an affair with her and secretly recorded a sex tape. This sex tape would be something that Ross would admit that he told Shaq and Mark Stevens about only weeks before this encounter with the Main Street Crips. In July of 2008, after word was spread about the kidnapping, ultimately affecting Ross's business, the disgruntled producer would take his information to the LA County Sheriff, claiming Shaq and Mark Stevens paid the Main Street Crips to kidnap him and get him to give up the tape. Also during this meeting, Robert Ross would admit the sex tape was a hoax, meant to extort Shaq and Stevens for a larger cut in their music business. As a result, a wiretap would be placed on Mark Stevens and Ladell Rowell's phone. Now let's get to Wack100. Wack100, aka Cash Jones, by 2008, is a part-time music manager, part-time street politician, and full-time trucking company CEO. Being a former associate of Suge Knight and a Blood Gang member, Wack admits many people in the streets looked at his successful trucking company as a front. But Wack says he always did legitimate business through his companies. It was also during this time that Wack100, aka Cash Jones, claims he was neighbors with a high-ranking Crip named Stutterbox, aka Robert Ross. Coincidentally, Wack100 also at this time managed Ray J, who was signed to a joint venture between Mark Stevens' label and Suge Knight's Death Row.
Let me correct him on that one. At that time, Wack was not managing Ray J. Wack was Ray J's security. Stutterbox brought Ray J to the table. They wanted to sign him. He goes to New York with him and gets him down. They said they can't sign him because he has contractual obligations with Death Row. He got to take care of that first. So Mark Stevens, who handling the business aspect, had to contact Suge. He didn't know Suge. Wack100, once Stutterbox told Wack hollered at Suge, set up the meeting. Come to find out, he was never under contract with Death Row or Suge. Suge ended up getting the bag out of Mark Stevens by claiming that he had contractual obligations to Suge. Anyway, in return for Wack100 helping set up the meeting with Suge, Mark Stevens plugged him with Ray J as a security. And I'll be playing that audio in the upcoming days. I got the audio so y'all can hear the entirety of the conversation. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he was not his manager after that. After he left Deja 34, after Sexy Canine and all that, Ray J decided to keep him on for whatever reasons. And that's when he started claiming that he was managing, saying that he was managing Ray J. But at this point, he was just a security guard.
Bro Records. Like I said, man, doing the research on this video, like we ran into like hella weird coincidences like that. Bro lived next door to him. They became friends. He also was in business with Mark Stevens through Death Row Records and Ray J. And it was just a million different ways that like this story was twisted and turning, man. And it kind of like, it slowed me down. For people that don't know, that video hit World Star maybe like 2 days ago. During the process of, doing our research, we happened to reach out to LAOG Spider Loke. We spoke with him and he introduced us to the boy Deuce. For people who don't know, we got Spider Loke on the call, and then just give him your name, bro. Just so that everybody understand, like, where you come from.
I'm Deuce Sims, CEO of Active Chucks, and I also run the podcast, Damu and Keyway Conversations. Salute. Wack100 interviewed with academics and Tekashi 6ix9ine. I'm a blood, homie, like from South Central LA. That's not something we condone, and that reflects on my community. So I seen him in Death of the Cloud Chaser room, Big Chuck room, and I questioned him on that. Like, he was talking about Big U going to see Jim Jones, and I'm like, well, he said, well, yeah, he gonna fuck with him because he haven't seen no paperwork. I said, well, rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? Till you see the paperwork, you don't just treat him out. You don't go do a crime with him because you hear speculation, but you don't just, you know what I'm saying, jump to no conclusions. He was like, yeah, that's how I go. I said, okay, but what in your situation, you don't need to see the paperwork. Tekashi 69 is publicly exposed as a federal informant, this and that. You don't see the hypocrisy in that? And then we went back and forth, and he was like, look, I see you understand the street shit, but where I'm at with my business, you not there, but I wasn't supposed to come in this room. I think the reason I came in this room was to get with you. If you want to do business and whatever you got going on, you need some help, holler at me. I hit him in his back channel and let him know. I think I ain't on no bullshit with you. I just did 8 years in state prison, 10 years before that in federal prison. But I ain't trying to deal with you because I'm looking at it like he's a potential rat.
Following Ross, aka Stutterbox, telling the authorities about him being kidnapped by his own gang, he would go on to seemingly continue to live the same gangster lifestyle. No one had yet known Main Street was under investigation, and no one knew Ross was the main witness. In an interview with Bomb First, Wack100 claims that he became friends with Stutterbox because they were neighbors, and that they would occasionally hang out with girls.
Picture this. You're sitting at home alone watching YouTube videos, wondering
money.
why you
I
can't
ain't
find the
mad at
motivation to do the things you need or want to do or change.
Wack100 would go on to claim that one of the women he hung out with, he would later go on to see at the Wilshire Federal Building, dressed in a law enforcement uniform. Wack would go on to claim that these girls that he met while hanging out with Robert Ross, aka Stutterbox, you know, they asked him about drug buys and different things like this happened when he would hang out with him. You know, in his interviews, he claims that it's these types of encounters that he believed led to an investigation on him. And, you know, that's why his house was raided and all of these things. And like I said, it sounds very convenient and it sounds very plausible. But in later years, when Wack speaks about this arrest, and even when, you know, he goes and gets cops to speak on his behalf about this arrest, it's never about drugs. And you know, he claims that these women who were with Robert Ross, aka Stutterbox, you know, he claims that these women were asking him about kilos and drugs, and I guess, you know, they thought maybe he used his trucks to transport drugs. But then when he gets his house raided, it's not about drugs. These type of stories, man, it's very important that, you know, like I said, we don't want to be first, man, but we want to be right. And the big thing about this story is that, you know, that video that hit World Star, a lot of people considered that video, you know, kind of retaliation for some things that Wack100 and others have kind of been spreading, you know, some false stories about Nipsey Hussle's death. And that was something that we took into account, you know, when we spoke with the OG Spider Low, when we spoke with the dude Deuce, and we really, you know, when we did our own due diligence, and that was one of the main reasons why we was like, man, we really want to add our own due diligence into this. And I told them dudes, like, look, I want to make sure that it don't look like this is coming from a person who don't like Wack100. You see what I'm saying? Because it's one thing not to like somebody, and it's a whole nother thing to, you know, literally lay out layer by layer exactly, you know, why this dude is an informant and why he's basically admitted to it in interviews if you're able to piece the entire story together. So when we spoke with Deuce specifically, man, you know, and Big U, you know, his name came up. You know, this is what he had to say about, you know, Big U's involvement in the production of this original video about Wack100.
Bro, this
then he jumped on No Jumper and implicated Big U in a conspiracy to commit murder, insinuating that it was done because Nipsey Hussle was up next for the grid contract.
On top of that, he bring Loose Lip Cannon on No Jumper, coerce him, and have him also implicate him in supplying guns to the Rolling 60s, as
After
well
he
as
after he already been saying Big U is the subject of a potential RICO case right now. He the one that told the world that. He been trying to say the feds is interested in Big U for RICO scenarios, and then he doubled down and come out there and talking about he been selling 20 guns and all that. Wow.
and extortion. He implicated him in 3 different crimes. Well, total 5 different crimes because he listed 3 names in extortion.
That nigga said Rick Ross and Meek Mill didn't even know Big U sent you, huh? Wow.
Right. Yeah, straight rats. But think about this also, bro. He said that I went on Federal Bureau of Prison website, right? If you go on there, type in Lamonte Sims, black, age 45, my case is gonna come out. It shows that I was released 2011 for federal custody, right? I'm no longer on federal probation or supervised release, none of that shit.
Okay.
But when he said that he had a RICO coming, and at another time they said he got picked up and the RICO was already coming. First of all, if you don't know the RICO coming because it's sealed until it drops. You understand what I'm saying? So the only way you would know that a RICO was coming, if it was true, was if you had information from the police.
And hold on, 100 think he got it figured out. Don't even know. Big U was surprised to see it on World Star. Everybody know Big U got the World Star plug. Goofy, that you didn't tell no secret.
So why is people
figure something out, nigga?
So why is people saying that this? Yeah, like I was gonna say, a lot of fans are saying this just like get back for the shit that they put on No Jumper. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, you know what you say, a lie unchallenged becomes the truth.
Facts.
So perhaps it is an answer, but it's not a fabrication. It's not a production.
Right. Well, let me tell you this, bro. I already worked on this. You've seen the other 3 videos. I don't have a louder voice of them. I needed a marketing plan, a marketing strategy. So when what's the name? When Big U seen it, he said, "Bro, more people need to hear this. I got the Checking In podcast. If you give me a license, I can let them promote it for you."
On August 5th, 2008, only 5 months since the kidnapping of Robert Ross, aka Stutterbox, a 7-minute wiretap conversation was recorded. The target of the wiretap is Mark Stevens, and he is recorded on the line with another target, Lindale Dale Dog Rouse,
real quick,
the alleged leader of the Main Street Mafia Crips. During the call, Stevens is...
Then Wack say he was the target. Who was the target? Let's go. Cass, if you give me a license, I can let them promote it for you.
On August 5th, 2008, only 5 months since the kidnapping of Robert Ross, aka Stutterbox, a 7-minute wiretap conversation was recorded. The target of the wiretap is Mark Stevens.
I was a target. No, nigga. You the one calling the target, nigga. Mark Stevens was the target because that was Shaq's right-hand man, his business partner. Y'all niggas is slow. Let's go.
And he is recorded on the line with another target, Lindale Dale Dog Rouse, the alleged leader of the Main Street Mafia Crips. During the call, Stevens is recorded asking Dale if he wants to speak with the Wack Boy, to which Dale declines. Stevens goes on to say that he doesn't help him and that he called him out of the blue just the day before, August 4th, with the request. This recorded wiretap will also be transcribed for future court proceedings. In the official wiretap transcript document, and before you actually get to the conversation, it is noted that the man police refer to as confidential source 2, aka Beck, is stated as the person attempting to get in contact with Dale Dog through Mark Stevens. In this exact conversation, Stevens refers to the same man who wants to speak with Dale as the Wack Boy. Coincidentally, the Wack Boy, aka CS2, aka Beck, was calling to inform Stevens and Dale that Robert Ross, aka Stutterbox, was an informant, and they were likely under investigation. Eventually, 7 Main Street Crips, along with alleged leader Liddell Dale Dog Rouse, were arrested and charged with the kidnapping of Robert Ross, aka Stutterbox. NBA star Shaquille O'Neal would even be questioned about his reported ties to the Main Street Crips, but Shaq was eventually cleared. Ultimately, the overall lack of evidence and inconsistency in Robert Ross's original story led to the charges being dropped. What we want to do is we just want to lay out the facts. We want to lay out things that if you go through yourself, all of these interviews and all of these different pieces of information, if you were to go through all this information, none of this information is refuted. Wack100 admits that he learned Robert Ross was an informant while he was picking up paperwork at the Wilshire Federal Building. This happened to be after his home was raided. He was never charged with anything. And, he admits he was there, and he admits that's when he learned Robert Ross was an informant. That's a fact. So that's the first fact. So the second fact that was very important in this case is that the LA County Sheriff wiretap transcripts stated that a man by the name of Back, aka CS2, contacted Mark Stevens on August 5th. Well, he contacted him on August 4th, 2008, and Mark Stevens then contacted Dale Dog about this call on August 5th, 2008. Mark Stevens referred to this dude as the Wack Boy, and the government referred to him as confidential source 2 and Back. Also recently, man, this dude Wack100, now he's claiming that he helped 7 Main Street Crips avoid jail. I guess recently he was in, on Clubhouse in the depth of the Cloud Chaser room, and he claims that, there's no way he could be a snitch because he actually helped 7 Main Street Crip members avoid jail. Which, to be honest, man, like we said, all of this really came full circle, man. That is exactly what CS2 did, aka Back, aka the Wack Boy. He called and he warned the Main Street Crips about a snitch, not even potentially. He called and warned them about a snitch. They were able to distance themselves and really shut down all communication, eventually causing these charges to get dropped. So basically at this point, like we said, man, at the beginning of the video, the boy Wack100 has finally admitted that he is CS2. I guess his thing is nobody went to jail. He actually helped people get out of jail. But at the end of the day, man, Wack100 is CS2 in that Main Street Crip, Mark Stevens, Liddell Ross paperwork. It's the dude Wack100, man. Shout out to the OG Spider Loke, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, he really tapped me into some real good insight and some real good information. Y'all check out his podcast because, like I said, he has interviews with Mark Stevens as well as Robert Ross Stutterbox. Even though Stutterbox, you know what I'm saying, he told, but at least you can hear, his part, and it does help kind of fill in certain gaps or whatever. You know what I mean? Also, man, shout out to Dude Deuce, man. Video on WorldStar right now, over 2 million views, man. They breaking down the paperwork of the boy Wack100. Like I said, man, y'all go check that out, man. Hey, it's your boy Marcel Guapo, man. Street Certified News, the most reputable source for urban media, man. And hey, you know what I'm saying? This is something we can stand, man. We stand on it. Man, the boy Wack100, man, CS2, man. Government informant, Rap 100, whatever you want to call him, man. It's what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? We tried to come at it from the most unbiased, neutral place. We listened to what he said. We listened to what everybody said. We read the paperwork. We looked at the timelines. We looked at the arrested reports. We looked at everything we could look at. And based off of what Wack has said himself, CS2 can't be nobody else. Like I said, but Wack100, man. Hey, it's your boy MX Show.
Shout out to Chi-Town. Shout out to the brothers, Street Certified News. They definitely did that, and they stayed supporting. And the video was still up at that time. You know what I'm saying? We was doing our thing. But I was telling y'all, after Wack offered me the world, you know what I'm saying? After Wack offered me the world, the nigga, let me go ahead and go over here. And then what we could do is, damn, we can't even get up out of here. Boom. Let's get up in here real quick. I hope y'all can see it. And then we're going to get into the, all right, there it go. Hope y'all can see that. Yeah, y'all can see it. So as you can see, this is the first time me and CS2 Back ever had any, what you call it. I went in that room, Death of the Cow Chasers. We had discourse about Jim Jones and Big U. When Big U was checking in with Jim Jones and hadn't seen no paperwork on Jim Jones. So that started it, and I talked about him with Tekashi 6ix9ine. We had our thing. He got to selling me the world, and, you know, I said, I am not on no bullshit with you. Don't want to deal with you. I'm on something else. Then he comes, my nigga, you're telling people you check me? How and where did that happen? You speak humble, but I see now you're a fan. So that was the first time I ever had a interaction with CS2 Back. And from the get-go, I let him know I wasn't trying to do business with him. You know what I'm saying? Eric, salute. About to shake, salute, Deuce, Yael, whole squad. Hey, man, peace. Enjoy your night, man. Have a safe night. Oh, shit, we got another, what you call it, coolest dude. I done missed your thing. $49.99 super chat. Love it, bros. Keep up the good work. We is going to keep up the good work. I'm getting tired and hungry. So we going to play this, what we all here for, where it all started. Matter of fact, I forgot to show y'all one thing. See, sometimes you got to really skate and shine on these hating ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? These niggas, you got to really rub it in their motherfucking face how stupid they is. Underestimate niggas. Y'all see this? This is my Sound Exchange. If you look at it, you'll see Sound Exchange Direct. When you register, whatever you do with your ISRC code, your UPC codes, this goes straight to what's called BDS, the Broadcast Data System. But so you register with the Copyright Office, you get your ISRC, your own ones, and your own UPCs, and then you register it with your account with Sound Exchange. Y'all see that? Wack100, CS2 Back, Hip Hop Police. These are all my content, right? Active Chuck presents Roddy Ricch Get Exposed by Compton Crip Yael, right? UOD, Wack100 exposes Messy Marv. I own the whole catalog of content, intellectual property. So this is what I do. But coolest dude, thanks for the $49.99. We expect it all. Love it, bros. Keep up the good work. But y'all see the Hit Your Brim in there. All of that stuff is my catalog, and I just add to the value, the equitable value of my catalog. You know what I'm saying? Share the link so we can follow at Smoked Out. Yeah, do that, Smoked Out. It looked like CS2 Back here having a bad week. Winning. But we going to get into this documentary, and then after that go off, we going to be getting up out of here. Yael, you still with me, bro?
Yamukiwe Conversations.
Pay close attention. Let's go. He starts off talking to a sheriff at the court hearing. Oh, I gotta hook up the volume. Hold on.
There were no arrests made.
Let's go.
Dude that spoke on Shaq, he's completely right, because I was caught up in the middle of all that.
Well, first of all, there were no arrests made other than Cash Jones
Wack100, most famously known for arguing on Clubhouse, has been exposed as an confidential informant in paperwork recently released by defendant Money Mark and Stutterbox. Before we play the recording of Money Mark, who was the main defendant in this case, confirming Wack is back, let's take a look back to when Wack himself spoke on this case and admitted to meeting with the feds and also saying they owe him a favor.
Once they hit my motherfucking home office, that's when they called the search off. Because in the home office, you then discovered the house and cars and everything they thought was up under my name, that had that living beyond the means excuse to come in there, was all up under different corporations.
Wack is claiming that FBI did not know his house was not in his name before entering his home, and once they found his paperwork in his home office, they called off the search. How does the FBI not have this information prior to search warrant?
My attorney, we go down to the federal building on Wilshire Boulevard, right up to 405. We go up top. Now, I get up top, I'm tripping niggas. So when I tell the motherfuckers, hey, look, y'all raided my house. Y'all had motherfuckers cuffed up in my house. Y'all did all this shit, and y'all know damn well I was clean. Y'all embarrassed me. This, that. We filed the suit. When we get outside with my attorney, 2 officers that's depicted in there came to the front of me and my attorney said, hey, look, man, let this shit go. This shit gonna fuck. This ain't gonna look good on us. We didn't know you. That boy put us on you, right? But we owe you one.
Wack is explaining going down to the federal building tripping and basically the detectives telling him on the spot that Stutterbox told us on you. This seems a little odd that detectives would give up someone who is supposedly working for them name, and also beg to drop the lawsuit and let us owe you a favor. Wack has told this story on several occasions, changing it up a little each time.
When I got up to the top floor, we went to go get my personal belongings, me and my attorney. When I saw the 2 women with that FBI flag jackets come out, that Stutterbox would always invite to dinner when we was eating at Stevie's on the Strip. That's when I knew what time it was. When we come off the elevator, I see a bunch of people in FBI flag jackets. Guess who one of the persons I see? The fucking female from New Orleans that asked about the 5 keys.
Sounds like a scene from Power. Was it one or was it 2 women? Now Wack100 decides to use his favor the detective promised him and calls it in. Listen to how easy it is for Wack100 to get the information. These is words coming from Wack, and like he always says, the truth could never be considered disrespect.
I'm sitting back, I call my attorney. I said, hey, yo, call that officer, I need to have a word with him. Yo, didn't you say that Stutterbox is a cooperant for you? Yeah, documented on paper. Yeah, documented. He's a CI. Been that for 6-7 years. You got the paper and all, whatever y'all use. Yeah, we got that. Okay, yo, contact this dude. Have them call Stutterbox to the stand. Yeah, I called it in that day, and I did sue, but I used the card and that was it.
Stutterbox alleges that Wack100 was caught on a wiretap with Dale Dog conspiring to commit murder. This is why his house was raided and led him to working with the police's back. Stutterbox explains to Juice M's that Wack gave up his address.
His house got raided because he was on the wiretap with Dog,
What is Mark saying I had to do with the case, bro?
Wack, listen, in the paperwork, it said you tried to call Dog, remember?
I tried to
and he
call
won't take
Dog.
your call. I sent it to you. And he
I
said
talked to Dog. That whole Main Street shit, that was your play. I had nothing to do with it. I was a victim. I was a victim.
There you have it. Wack admitting to being a victim on the case, talking to Dale Dog, and also saying Money Mark was completely right.
Dude that spoke on Shaq, he's completely right, because I was caught up in the middle of all that.
Stutterbox said you in my paperwork on wiretap, right?
So Stutterbox confirmed that Wack was included in his paperwork
on the Main Street.
On the Main Street case.
Which he wasn't charged. But this guy is saying the only person that was arrested
was Cash Jones.
If Greg's credibility hurts the findings of the entire task force or not?
Well, first of all, there were no arrests made other than Cash Jones.
When you get the discovery was part of that, the actual wiretap, the whole transcript. I got the whole transcript. The whole transcripts of the whole wiretap. And do you in that paperwork, do you see your conversation with Cash Jones in them transcripts? That was the initiating. That was the initiating when they started recording. Right. And the paperwork they put him as. Now the paperwork they put him as back. BACK. And I kept asking
the Wack boy in a minute.
The lawyer, like, who the fuck is? I ain't talk to no back.
Nasty.
And they said, nah, that's Wack. So they put him in back because he a blood. So it's back.
Okay.
Was this back also referred as confidential source number 2? Yes, sir. Correct. Well,
that's nasty work. We don't even need to play no more of that. You got.
Met him with the homie Stutterbox. That's how I first came to meet Wack, was through the homie Stutterbox, right? When I met him, dude was driving trucks, seemed to be cool. Box was like, yo, this was his neighbor across the street. He seemed to be cool. When Stutterbox defected, Wack picked up the phone and was basically being the interim, the middleman, because he was telling me Stutterbox was defected, and I was like, okay, but my whole thing is, if he defected, why are you fucking with him? Right. So he says that Stutterbox defected, and then you get some phone calls asking to speak to someone else, right? He called me. He called me, man. It was a series of calls, 4 or 5 calls. He wanted to reach out to the homie, rest in peace, Dale, though. And I don't give out nobody nav.
Right.
So I called the homie, Dale, dog. I'm like, yo, homie, you want to holler at this dude or what? Because he keep calling me. And he was like, nah, I'm good on that. I don't want to holler at dude. So at some point, you get a
you don't want to do no hollering?
Wack100, Cash Jones.
Hell no.
And when he contact you, what did he contact you concerning? He wanted to reach out to Dale Dog, rest in peace. And he wanted to give Dale Dog some information that he had gotten from Stutterbox, right? It's like he was getting information from Stutterbox on what his plan was and what the get down was going to be. And he wanted to talk to the homie and talk to him. And Dog wasn't getting on the line with him. And he kept blowing me up because he wanted me to get him on the line. Right. Smart man. Rest in peace to Dale Dog, man. So he's talking about the phones is being compromised. Is that one of the things that he told you? Well, the homie Dale Dog never trusted dude. Follow me? Right. So Dog didn't know was the lines compromised or was they wired up for sound or not. He just wasn't going to chance it.
Now let's jump into 2 more situations Wack100 himself discussed about his encounters with the FBI.
Feds just called my phone 2 hours ago.
What they were talking about?
I seen the shit, right? So first, I've been trying to get gang passport cleared. I said, maybe it's the, the passport people, right? So I said, I ain't gonna answer. Let me put the recorder on, then call. I called back. Niggas straight feds. So they asked me, have I been threatened? I said, what? What are you talking about? They talking about the boy, right? So that let me know they on his line. They didn't heard something.
Information has been provided that you've had some disagreements with Mr. Prince. Are you familiar with him?
I know who he is, but I don't have no issues with Mr. Prince.
Okay. So,
a disagreement is a disagreement.
And the FBI called Wack for a wellness check.
Well, I think Mr. Jones, on the YouTube videos going back and forth with him calling you a snitch and you calling him one and all of that.
When he did
where we received information that there was possibly a disagreement.
Wack hired a crisis actor to impersonate the FBI. He posted a screenshot of his call log and bureau was spelled wrong. Was this Wack way of alerting the authorities he has issues with J. Prince? Wack has threatened 9,000 people on the internet, threatened to put a bag on people's head, claim he supplied guns to gangs.
The same niggas you talking about when they went to war, guess who they had to come see to get their tools, bro? Big you all up. Wack, Crip niggas.
you gotta come see me.
Why would the FBI be calling a big-time gangster like Wack100 to make sure he's okay? Unless there is a relationship between the two parties, which could have started when the felon was caught in Texas with firearms. Wack has accused rapper T.I. of snitching for only serving 1 year for illegal firearms, claiming that there was no way he could have only got that little time without telling. Wack100 alone with his brother was arrested in Texas for unlawful carrying of a firearm by a felon. There was never a court date, no discovery on file, just a brief in support of motion to suppress. The case was dropped in 2011 in the interest of justice. Wack needs to do what he asked everyone else to do. Produce the paperwork, not just the order to dismiss. Explain how a felon gets caught with guns crossing state lines. What happened to your co-defendant?
All right.
Welcome to.
Shout out to Damu Keyway Conversations. This has been another great show. $5 million civil suit. Yael, take us out. Oh, he acting like he can't talk. He over there. And now he leave out. Well, I'm going to take us out, man. Thank everybody for coming. Hit that like button on your way out the same way you came in. Share it to a friend. Go replay game. Get active. And I want to see them chucks and them Henny glasses in that thing. Salute.